kung ang maintenance schedule ng kumpanya ay naka-align sa bagong regulasyon. Next is yung audit and inspection. So, quality assurance perform regular audits and inspections to check for any non-conformities. So, ang QA or ang quality assurance ay nagsasagawa ng regular na audit at inspection sa mga eroplano, kagamitan at proseso ng maintenance. Tinitignan nila kung may pagkakamali, kulang o hindi nasusunod na patakaran. Layunin nitong makita agad ang problema bago ito lumaki o makaapekto sa kaligtasan. So, for example, tuwing buwang-buwang audit, kini-check ng Quality Assurance Officer kung tama ang pagkapalang ng mga maintenance activity sa AMOS system. Kapag may kulang na dokumento, ito ay nare-report kaagad. Next is yung number 3 or yung corrective and preventive actions. So, quality assurance takes actions to fix problems and prevent them from happening again. Kapag may natuklasang problema sa audit o operasyon, ang quality assurance ay gumagawa ng corrective action para ayusin ang problema at preventive action para iwasan itong maulit. Halimbawa, kung may maling procedure, agad itong inaayos at tinuturuan muli ang staff para hindi na maulit ang parehang pagkakamali sa hinaharap. For example, kung napansin na laging may loose wire sa parehong bahagi ng aircraft, ang quality assurance team ay nagsasagawa ng investigation para tukuyin ang root cause. Halimbawa, kulang sa torque ang installation. Magbibigay sila ng revised procedure at retraining sa technician. Next is number 4 or yung documentation control. So, quality assurance keeps manuals, records, and procedures updated and organized. Ang quality assurance ay nangangalaga ng mga dokumento ng kumpanya tulad ng maintenance manuals, forms, at records. Lahat ng dokumento ay dapat updated at tama ang nilalaman. Kapag may lumang procedure na ginagamit pa, maaring magdulot ito ng aksidente. For example, kung may update sa AMM or Aircraft Maintenance Manual mula sa Boeing, dapat siguraduhin ng quality assurance na ang latest version ang ginagamit sa hangar at hindi ang luma. Next is number 5 or yung safety and risk management. So, quality assurance helps identify hazards and reduce risk in aviation operations. So, tumutulong ang QA sa pagtukoy ng mga posibleng panganib, hazards sa operasyon, tulad ng hindi maayos na wiring o maling procedure. Sila rin ang nagre-rekomenda ng safety measures para maiwasan ang aksidente. Ang mission nila ay safety first sa lahat ng oras. For example, kung may incident na nangyari sa towing ng aeroplano, ang QA personnel ay magpa-facilitate ng safety investigation report at pagmumungkahi ng mga pagbabago sa procedure ng towing. So, number 6 or yung training and competency assurance. So, quality assurance makes sure all employees are properly trained and certified. So, sinisigurado ng quality assurance na ang lahat ng manggagawa tulad ng mechanics at engineers ay may tamang training at lisensya. Kung may bagong equipment, kailangan din turuan muna ang staff bago gamitin. Dahil kahit may experience, dapat laging updated sa bagong teknolohiya at proseso. So, for example, bago pa hitulutan ng isang technician na magtrabaho sa engine borescope inspection, tinitignan ng quality assurance kung siya ay may valid certification at on-the-job training record. So, next is number 7 or yung continuous improvement. So, quality assurance promotes learning and system improvement over time. Hindi tumitigil ang quality assurance sa pagtama lang ng mali. Sila rin ay naghahanap ng paraan para mas mapabuti pa ang sistema ng kumpanya. Pinukolekta nila ang data, feedback, at reports para i-analyze at mag-recommend ng improvement. Para ang kumpanya ay laging handa at competitive sa aviation industry. So for example, kung may napansin na madalas ang delay sa turnaround dahil sa kulang sa parts, magre-recommenda ang quality assurance na mas maagang parts ordering system o supplier evaluation. Next is number 8 or yung supplier and contractor oversight. So, quality assurance check if third-party providers follow safety and quality standards. Ang quality assurance ay hindi lang sa loob ng kumpanya nakatutok. Sinusuri rin nila ang mga supplier ng pyesa at contractors kung sumusunod ba sila sa parehong quality standards. Kahit supplier lang, kapag pumalpak sila, damay ang buong kumpanya. So, for example, kapag nag-deliver ng spare parts ang supplier, check ng quality assurance kung mayroong tamang certificate. Kung wala, hindi ito tatanggapin. Next is number 9 or yung reporting and record keeping. So, quality assurance maintains complete records for transparency and accountability. So, lahat ng inspections, finding at corrective actions ay itinatala ng quality assurance ng maayos at detalyado. Ito ay mahalaga kung sakaling kailangan ng evidence sa audit o investigation. Kung hindi nakasulat, ay hindi nangyari. Ito ang prinsipyo ng aviation sa quality assurance. So for example, kapag may ka-up audit, dapat may pakita ng quality assurance ang mga record ng internal audits, corrective actions, at updated manuals na nakaayos at kompleto. Next is lastly number 10 or yung internal communication and coordination. So, yung quality assurance nagko-collaborate with other departments to ensure proper implementation of standards. So, ang quality assurance ay nakikipag-ugnayan sa iba't ibang department tulad ng maintenance, engineering at safety para siguraduhin alam ng lahat ang tamang proseso. Nagbibigay rin sila ng updates kapag may pagbabago sa standards. So, mahalaga ang teamwork sa aviation at quality assurance ang tagapag-ugnay nito. So, example is, kung may findings na laging may lapse sa aircraft cabin inspection, magkikipag-coordinate ang quality assurance sa cabin maintenance at line maintenance para sa root cause analysis at improvement ng plan.
So next would be quality audit. Quality audit. What is quality audit? A quality audit is a systematic inspection and a review of aircraft maintenance operations to ensure everything is done correctly, safely, and in line with aviation standards. So it's like a checkup for the process used to maintain, repair, and inspect an aircraft. So it is done to make sure everything meets the required safety, quality, and regulatory standards. So kanina quality assurance. So ngayon naman quality audit. So quality assurance is more proactive process focused on preventing defects by ensuring processes are designed and executed correctly. While auditing naman, on the other hand, is more proactive process that involves evaluating whether established process, systems, and products meet specific requirements or standards. So ito naka-highlight naman yung quality assurance is focused on preventing defects. While auditing naman is evaluating whether established processes, systems, or products meet the specific requirements of standards. So here are the types of quality audit. So first it would be internal audit, external audit, product audit, process audit, and system audit. So first yung description nila. Internal audits is conducted by the company's own quality team to check internal procedures. So next would be external audit performed by outside bodies naman. So yung kanina own quality team while yung external naman is outside. So internal loob saka external labas. So next would be product audit focuses on the quality of the final maintenance output. Then next would be process audit. Reviews how maintenance is done, includes step tools and documentation. So yung product is yung final maintenance na. Yung, sabihin na namin, product is tapos na yung product natin. So yung process naman is yung how maintenance is done. So in the word process, how the maintenance is done. So next would be system. So bago natin sabihin is alam na natin yung mismong entire system na yung ini-evaluate ito. So evaluates the entire system, our entire quality system, manuals, training tools, and compliance. So ano ba yung mga key differences nila? So internal audit checks internals work for self-improvement, while external audit naman is done by outsiders to ensure rule compliance. So product audit focuses on the result of the maintenance. Kasi nga product is which means tapos na. So process audit focuses on how the work is done. Kasi ano ba yung prosesong ginawa natin? So lastly would be system audit. So it looks in the entire system, not just one part. System na mismo, yung buong web ng ating system. So responsible person and slash group. So sa internal audit, quality assurance, QA team or internal auditors of the company. So external naman is yung mga ating regulatory authorities like CAAP, FAA, or EASA or customers auditor. And next would be product audit, quality inspectors, QA engineers, or certifying staff. And process audit would be QA auditors then, supervisors or process control officers. While lastly, system audit naman natin is yung senior na. Senior quality auditors, quality managers, or external auditors. So ito yung mga summary of roles nga pala. Basahin nyo na lang if you need nyo yung parang mismong generalization kung ano sila. So, in short, yung internal audit is conducted by the company's own team to check internal procedures, and external naman is yung performed by outside bodies like CAAP. And product focuses on the quality of the final maintenance. Process audit reviews how maintenance is done. System audit evaluates the entire system. So, key differences is yung internal audit checks internal work. External is done by outsiders. Product audit is the result. And process audit is how. And system audit is entire system. So, ano nga ba yung importance of quality audit in aircraft maintenance management? So, quality audit is a vital tool to control, monitor, and improve all maintenance activities. It helps managers make sure that the maintenance system is safe, efficient, legally compliant, and continuously improving. So, how quality audit works in management. So here's how it fits in the management process. So planning and organizing, directing, monitoring, controlling, and improving. So planning and organizing. So ito na yung pagdi-decide o yung sino yung mag-audit, sino yung mag ensure ng quality system, if documented ba already na to. So directing would be yung mga yun managers na yung nag-a-assign nung mga schedule, yung sila na nag-guide, ano yung siset nilang goals. While monitoring naman is yung hine-help na lang nila, tina-track na lang nila yung mga ginagawa ng kanilang mga employees. O kung nagpa-follow ba sila ng standards, yung ginagamit ba nilang tools ay tama. And controlling is if there are non-compliances, managers act by enforcing corrective preventive. So, kung may nagkamali, ano ba gagawin natin dito? So, improving naman is, in the word na, i-improve. Kung meron pa bang kailangang maging mas maayos, gagawin natin yon. So lastly, in simple terms, quality audit in management is like a toolbox that helps aircraft maintenance managers check, control, and improve everything going on their system, from technicians to tools to procedures. So that would be all. Thank you.